Hi, my name is Kelsey Fecco, and for my Do Something Report It project, I chose to do a home energy audit of my parents' house. I thought this would be a really good project to do because it's something I can actually make a difference in doing, and it's something that will, show up later in my family's energy usage and stuff because conserving energy and stuff has always been important to my family, and I know, as they've already done, they're going to take what I've found into consideration and kind of fix the weak points in the house, if that makes any sense. I'll get to that a little bit later in the presentation as to what they've already done to kind of resolve my house's energy issues. I modeled the project after the energy audit that was shown in class and in the additional reading, as well as I did my own research. I found how-tos on EnergyStar.gov. DIY Green Spot was another one, and there's just several, and if you'd like to do this to your own house, there are quite a few resources out there to do it. To kind of start off my project, I went around the house and found all the spots where there were air leaks or drafts in the house. So floor by floor, first of all, my house has 3 floors, a basement which is finished, and then a main and an upper level where most of the bedrooms are. So downstairs in the basement there's one big kind of entertainment room that's got a sliding glass door in it and a sliding window. There's one bedroom that's vacant currently, and that's got one sliding window, and then we also have a bathroom and a laundry room, which is semi-finished, and so it's kind of more open and more drafty than the rest of the house. Basically what I found down there was that there were slight leaks around the glass window and the glass door. They tended to be, I know many of you probably have these same windows in your house, and it tends to be between the 2 panes of glass that there's a leakage in there, so I think that can just be fixed with getting better windows. I'm not sure what you can actually put in that little spot, but yeah. We also have recessed lighting in the basement, and I did the incest test to kind of find where the drafts were around the house, and you can't find them around the recessed lighting if you do that, but if you actually touch around the recessed lighting, it's colder than the rest of the ceiling, and you can actually see a gap in between the ceiling and kind of the edge of the recessed lighting where there's energy escaping into just basically the empty space in between the floors. So that was a weak point in my house as well. Let's see. Also in the laundry room, there is kind of these like ducts that go out to the outside to the air conditioning units, so I checked those. Those are all very good. They've been sealed from the outside, so they're just fine. Moving to the next floor, we have a sliding glass door in there, a door to the garage and a door to the front. The sliding glass door had minor leakage and wasn't too terrible, but the door to both the garage and the front door, which are both just the standard hinge doors, had significant leakage. The front door even has a storm door over it, and there was leakage loud enough to hear it, and definitely loud enough to see it through the incest testing. And my family has already fixed that by buying one of these. It's a double draft sheet, and you can kind of stick it underneath the door to block out, any potential drafts that come through. Yeah, moving on through the rest of the house, there is quite a few of those sliding glass windows. They all have the same problem as the one downstairs did. The exhaust fans in the bathroom and the kitchen, very minor leaks, but they do, especially when there is a storm, have a leakage to it. They all have covers over the top, but when strong winds come through, that kind of kicks up and releases some of the energy, and it contributes to our house energy loss. We have an access to the attic in the main floors, or not the main floor, the upper floor's hallway, and that had drafts, and it was actually physically cooler than the rest of the ceiling. I'm not sure what we can do to fix that. I know the hatch could use some more insulation, but there's also stairs on top of the hatch, so I'm not sure how that would work. And then I inspected our house insulation. The walls in the laundry room are just kind of bare, and there's no drywalling. So that had about a foot of insulation in there. None of it had settled yet. We put insulation in there ourselves since we've moved into the house, so that's all fresh and new. And then in the attic, there's 16 inches of blown-in insulation, which is done by the builder of the home. We plan to put more insulation in there. My parents have already bought just these big bags of the pink insulation they plan to put in there. They want to get it up to about 18 to 20 inches of insulation, so we can do that. 18 is the ideal amount that I found in my research online, so we're going to try to bring it up to that point. And then for the last and most major part of my home audit, I went around and I tested all of my appliances using this kilowatt thing. It's really easy. You just plug it in your wall and then you plug in the appliance through here and it'll tell you exactly how much energy it's using, and you can also program it to tell you how much it costs if you put in like money per kilowatt basically. So I went around. I found that my biggest spenders as far as electricity were the dryer downstairs in the laundry room and the air conditioner, obviously. Obviously the air conditioner is not in use right now, so I estimated it to be about 4 hours a year usage, 12 divided for like half the year, and then we don't always use it. We usually use windows and stuff to cut down on energy use. Let's see. Most of the lights around my house are CFL, so they're not too spendy. And let's see. So yeah, I just went through the whole house, and you've got the power wattage that it put out, how many hours a day it's on, and then the watt hours per day to do that, and then the total percentage of my total house. The total ended up being about 25 kilowatts per day, or per hour per day. No, just per day, sorry. Let's see. And then the kilowatts per year came to 91.29 in my investigation. And then when I compared that to the actual energy use according to the electric company, it ended up being fairly close to mine. I got 26.9 kilowatt hours per day, which ended up being to 98.18 and a half a year. Now that was pretty close to the example we had in class, but there are definite areas of improvement. We do have recessed lighting, so we can definitely take those out or seal it better or get another kind of thing in there. One of the biggest weaknesses I found with my house is that we run lights when we don't need to, so we should definitely be shutting those off more, definitely. But yeah, that was pretty much my house, so I hope this has helped some of you out there. Maybe you want to do your own energy audits or just do some simple things like these. These are really cheap. You can get them at any hardware store, and they definitely cut down on your energy usage because you're not paying to heat the outside basically with that. So thanks for watching, and good luck with your projects.